Now, just look how high some of the drivers are sitting there. I think there was like the Zust going through. Then you got the the bodywork. Everything is changing, but they've soon worked out. You talked about the large aero engines, but then they didn't all go with aero engines. They realised they could start going smaller and nimbler, literally as a package. But the horsepower of these cars, very few of them had more than 4 gears, and it was just torque all the way.
Because of the aero-engine sector, I mean, a part of that, of course, was the end of World War I. There were the creation of quite a lot of aircraft in World War I with big engines, but of course then they suddenly didn't need them, there was no use for them. And that's when racing people thought, well, let's put them into a car. And that's how some of these things were created, isn't it?
Now look at this back of the Studer, the going around on the side of the Beast, looking down low. Look how narrow those tyres are up front. All that horsepower, and they've got to get them around the corners. And again, look at that very rudimentary suspension. This is on a smooth piece of racing tarmac. But bear in mind, a lot of these cars went to competed on events like the Targa Florio road race around Sicily. Those roads wouldn't have been at all smooth to be driving on, but it's just such exciting. Such a mate back through the 1930s. They really were among the pioneers, but just great to see. This is on the first what's your extra? The smaller, brighter tires at the time. To convince people that actually you don't need engines quite so huge, and a version of this car actually won at the DX circuit apparently back in 1990. As well, in the middle of that little group, that's one of the Talbots, and the Talbots, of course, in this period, 1940. Yeah, this wasn't just on circuits. In fact, the far Brooklands, there was nowhere else to go racing. You could do sprints, you could do hill climbs, and this one, in fact, in 1914, won every single major hill climb. Other than the very, very front runners. And
this is the Oakland Romano. This is the one that lost a tyre, didn't it, last year?
Had to walk through the chicane to collect it. Julian Grimwade. Now, he wasn't the man on board, because up until now he's been racing Fraser Nash. He's moved forward in time, or back in time, I suppose, in many ways. He's now, this is his first event in an Edwardian. Very different machinery, and sitting far higher than he's probably accustomed to. And look at him. I mean, half of his torso, almost all of his torso, is up above the bodywork. High and proud, and there you go, well, just outside the top 10. His last lap was his best lap so far, and that's what it's all about. It's just working your way, getting accustomed to the car. If he looks in his mirrors, of course he hasn't got his mirrors. He'll spot the sun is going down behind him because the mighty Fiat is coming up behind you. There's so much.